Why are we learning factoring and not important things like taxes? I'll be frank. Some of that math will get you to a place where doing taxes is sauce. Or you can pay an accountant who went hard with math. Your choice. But since you asked, let's get math class. Today's episode of How To for Teens is taxes. Disclaimer, there's a lot of different types of taxes out there, like federal income tax, provincial, sales tax, capital gains tax, death tax. Excuse me, what? Yes, there's a tax that hits you when you die. But let's keep it general. Today we're gonna talk about something everyone will definitely encounter sometime in their life. Income tax. Income tax is the portion of the money you make that goes directly to the government, all orchestrated by the Canadian Revenue Agency. Oh, Mr. Kim, doesn't the government already take money from you whenever you buy something? Yes, that's called sales tax. It's a tax for anything on sale. So, more consumers buy stuff, more money for the government. That's why the government tries to encourage consumerism, getting people to buy things they may not need. If less people bought stuff, like if the economy was in a recession or people were really trying to save money, there'll be less money for the government, which means government-related services would also suffer. Anyways, we're talking about tax for your income, your cheddar, your greens, your lettuce, your guac. It's not tax on what you buy, but what you earn. And because of that, what you earn is not exactly what you take home. So when you get your pay, don't spend it all at once, because come next year, the government will be asking you for some of that money. So how much do you pay? Well, how much do you earn? It works like this. If you're making a small amount of money, the government will say, wow, I can't take too much for you because you have to still live and eat. So they take a small cut. If you're living large, they say, wow, even if I take a large cut, you're still gonna live a decent, they take a larger percentage. Here's an illustration. Say your income is $50,000, but they'll take a 10% chunk, or do the math, $5,000. That leaves you with 90% of $50,000 or $45,000 to live off. Another example. Say your income happens to be $100,000 and they take a larger 20% chunk or $20,000. That leaves you with 80% or $80,000 to live off. And that's a simplified version. You're expected to calculate how much you owe the government and pay them before a certain date. Can you handle a bit more? Great. This is how it actually works. The percent tax that you pay actually depends on how much money you make and what bin or bracket that income falls under. The higher the bracket you reach, the higher the percentage you pay. The details of the brackets are adjusted by the government every year. But for the year of 2018, the federal tax brackets for a single person living in Canada were: the first bracket goes up to an income of $46,605. For every dollar you made, you are taxed 15%. So, if you made exactly $46,605, then you're taxed 15% or $6,990.75. You take home 85% or $39,614.25 of that money. If you made more than $46,605, every dollar above that amount enters bracket 2. Notice that the amount you pay in bracket 1 does not change. No matter how much you make, the first $46,605 you make are always going to be taxed 15%. The second bracket goes up to an income of $93,208. For every dollar you made above the first bracket is taxed 20.5%. So, for example, if you made exactly $93,208, you're taxed 15% for the first bracket, and then taxed 20.5% on the remaining $46,603, which you find in bracket 2. That amounts to $9,553.62. You take home $36,614.25 from bracket 1 and $37,049.38 from bracket 2 for a grand total of $76,663.63. If you made more than $93,208, every dollar above this amount enters bracket 3, and every dollar in bracket 3 is taxed 26% up to an income of $144,489. I think you get the point. As your income grows, you enter into a new bracket. Every dollar that made into the higher bracket is taxed slightly higher than before. I like to think about it as overflowing cups. As you pour water, the first cup has to be full before water will spill over into the next cup. Same with tax brackets. The highest tax bracket that you can reach starts at $205,842. Any amount above that starting value is taxed automatically 33%. Disclaimer, that was federal income tax. Depending on your province, you may have to pay a provincial income tax, which works very similarly. On a side note, if you want to be rich, earning a salary is probably not going to be the best way to do it. It is the safest way, sort of, but it's definitely not the best way. Stay tuned for a possible video on that later. So, how can we develop good habits for proper adulting? Any official document you receive in the mail that has your name on it, save it. Keep it in a folder, keep it in a binder. See how organizing a binder can be a transferable skill when you turn older? It saves you tons of headache. Keep every bank statement, pay stub, donation receipts for charity, university school bills, anything that you might have paid for residence or rent. Save anything that has your name on it because everything there could affect how much you have to pay or get back in return. Develop habits so you can keep all those documents when you turn 18. Your name and who you establish yourself as in the world becomes super important when you are an adult. As I mentioned, there's a lot of other tax out there that you might come across when you get older. Some examples might be capital gains tax, death tax, as I mentioned, RSP contributions, RESP contributions, the worth of tax-free savings accounts, investing, pay yourself first. Honestly, the list goes on. People who can't be bothered, just hire accountants. But you should at least be knowledgeable of how tax works so you aren't blindsided. Those with knowledge know how to use or work the system to their advantage. The knowledge people have about taxes helps them make good financial decisions of where their money should and should not go, or bad decisions of how they can stake money from the government. Hope this was useful. If you liked it, if you loved it, hit the subscribe and the notification bell for any new content I have on tips and questions I get to answer on this channel. Any specifics you'd like to address, comment below or send me a message. And as always, until next time, good luck.